check. Hello, mic check. 1, 2, 3, check. Mic 1, check, check. 1, 2, 3, check. Check. Này, năm chủ trên nhìn đi. One, two, three, check. Hello, check. 1, 2, 3, check. Mic check. 1, 2, 3.
sound. Okay. chudo bedam jigi ngandari tam ji kikro tam jigi zo disum sangi tam jigi gu son to nisum ishigi ngo zagi gi jiten balde lama tamba mali shen limba me shendu benza me da bunza kai chayi gi chubi gi lejro landa me Yudam tivi yudam kikro gi latso mali shen limba me bana benza me da bunza kai ne sumgi po da kandro ma nam da tu te chenpo gena chochong da shinchong gi kandro ma mali shen limba me banam gi she benza me da bunza kai pe mahakala chadungi gembo nejurgi dala tusumgi me zula kanda ki kurugi summa chenpo charu minchin kora gade daje balas tamba chechungwa mali shindimba me ba namgi she benza me da bunza kai Yang yi cho dini na ne bala so lama sindegi doari Kine namba jidi besim jendam jigish benza mida bunza kai
Kuzangpula, Honorable Chief Guest, Lemposonam Topke, the former Chief Justice of Bhutan, Your Eminence Desula Lobe of Shung Daksa, Honorable Minister for Education and Skills Development, former Vice Chancellors, Dashos, Presidents, distinguished guests, and ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to the 22nd Foundation Day celebration of the University. Thank you all for being here today. My name is Pasang Lam, and I will be the master of the ceremony for today's program. It's a pleasure to be here with all of you, and I look forward to guiding you through this special event. Now, to commence the event, may I request everyone to kindly rise for the Shabdin. A prayer of reverence and heartfelt gratitude to our beloved Tukyalpo, His Majesty King Jigme Gestan Namgye Wangchuk. This prayer is offered for His Majesty's long life, good health, and continued leadership.
Om Swasti. Kian Choi Zai Sun Cha Ne Jan Sun
Thank you, La. Kindly be seated. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, founded on this day in 2003 under the visionary leadership of His Majesty, the 4th Duke Gyalpo Jigmesinge Wancho, the university stands as a beacon of the nation's aspiration for a peaceful, prosperous, and enlightened society. As we celebrate 22 years of the university dedicated service to nation building, we gathered here not only to honor the past but also to shape the future. This is an opportune moment to reaffirm our shared commitment to academic innovation, institutional transformation, and Foundation Day, but also the Coronation Day of His Majesty the Fourth Duke Gyalpo, King Jigme Wangchuk. This is a momentous occasion to pay our deepest respect and gratitude to His Majesty the Fourth Duke Gyalpo, and our prayers for his continued good health and well-being. Let us now embark on a day of reflection, recognition, and a renewed purpose. To officially commence today's occasion, it is now my honor to invite the Vice Chancellor of Royal University of Bhutan, Dasho Tseong Rinzin, to deliver the welcome address.
Honorable Chief Guest, Limposanam Tomke, former Chief Justice of Bhutan, Your Eminence Chulalube of Shuntasa, Honorable Minister for Ministry of Education and Skills Development, Limpo Izang D. Thapa, former Vice Chancellors of the Royal University of Bhutan, Tashos, distinguished guests, my colleagues and students from the university, ladies and gentlemen, Kuzuzampo, and a very warm welcome to each and every one of you. Today, as we gather to celebrate the 22nd Foundation Day of the Royal University of Bhutan, our hearts are filled with immense gratitude, reverence, and pride. This moment is more than a ceremony. It is a collective reflection of a remarkable journey, a tribute to visionary leadership, and a renewed commitment to an even greater future. At the very outset, I wish to pay my deepest respects and humble gratitude to His Majesty, the Fourth Duke Gyalpo Jigme Wangchuk, whose wisdom and foresight gifted this nation, the Royal University of Bhutan, through the issuance of a royal charter in 2003. Today is an opportune moment to do so, not only because it is the university's Foundation Day, but it is also the auspicious coronation day of His Majesty the Fourth Duke Gyalpo. His Majesty envisioned a national university that would be deeply rooted in our identity and culture, yet bold and progressive enough to meet the demands of a fast-changing world. That novel vision continues to guide us to this day. On this special occasion, I also extend my heartfelt thanks to all former Vice Chancellors of the University, Limpo Sangye Nyudup, Dasho Zangli Dukpa, Dasho Pema Tinle, and Dasho Nyudup Doji, whose dedication and leadership at various stages of our evolution have helped shape RUB into a premier institution of higher education in Bhutan. Their service laid the foundations upon which we now stand and continue to build, and their legacies remain an inspiration. We celebrate our Foundation Day not simply to mark the passage of time, but to reaffirm our shared purpose to serve the Tsawasum by nurturing generations of thoughtful, capable, and responsible graduates and future leaders, by fostering excellence in education, research, and innovation. It is the time to reflect on where we have come from, to appreciate the challenges that we have overcome, and to rededicate ourselves to the future that lies ahead. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we are living in a time of unprecedented transformation, both nationally and globally. Under the extraordinary and far-sighted leadership of His Majesty the King, Bhutan is boldly stepping into a new era. His Majesty has called upon each one of us to rise to the occasion, to think anew, and to act with purpose and courage. We must also confront the realities before us. Our economic struggles, youth unemployment, the attrition from our institutions, and the growing number of Bhutanese, especially young people, seeking opportunities abroad are serious challenges. They point to an urgent need to reimagine our economy, our education, and our society. Yet His Majesty the King has always reminded us that our problems are not insurmountable. We are a small country with a small population. We can address our challenges more effectively than others if we can all work together in a spirit of unity and cooperation, and if we can love our country intelligently and sincerely. These challenges are not roadblocks. They are inflection points. They are indeed opportunities to build a nation that is strong, self-reliant, and future-ready. For us at the Royal University, these are opportunities to think harder and work together to ensure that our young people are equipped with the right knowledge, skills, and values to thrive not only in Bhutan, but anywhere in the world. It is in this spirit that His Majesty has launched transformative initiatives that will define the next chapter of our nation's development. Foremost among these is the visionary creation of the Gilipu Mindfulness City, a city that will serve as a powerful economic hub, a beacon of Bhutanese values, and a platform for innovation, creativity, and enterprise. This new city, rooted in our timeless wisdom and aimed at our future aspirations, will open countless doors for our graduates if we prepare ourselves well. This means that the Royal University of Bhutan must not merely keep pace with change, we must lead it. Our graduates must be thinkers and doers, grounded in values and ethics, and empowered with world-class capabilities. They must be ready to seize the moment. To guide us on this path, we look once again to His Majesty the King. As we all know, in 2020, His Majesty issued a royal kasho on education reform, a profound call to action for the entire nation. The kasho compels us to reflect deeply on the purpose of education. It urges us to foster curiosity, character, creativity, and competence. As the country's premier institution of higher learning, RUB bears a solemn responsibility to give life to this royal vision, to be an engine of reform, and to inspire a new generation of Bhutanese to serve with excellence and integrity. In the spirit of renewal and intellectual growth, I am delighted to announce that starting today, the university will launch the RUB Foundation Day Lecture Series. It is our effort to make this day more meaningful and memorable by engaging in deeper conversations about the role of higher education in shaping Bhutan's future. We are truly honored that the former Chief Justice of Bhutan, Limpo Sonam Tobgay, has graciously consented to deliver the inaugural lecture today. A towering figure in our legal and national life, Limpo will speak on the theme, the role of higher education in a rapidly evolving Bhutan. In the years to come, we will invite speakers, both from within and outside, to deliver the Foundation Day lecture. Before I conclude, allow me to thank all of you, our distinguished guests, our colleagues from across the colleges, our students, our partners, and our supporters. Thank you for being here. And more importantly, thank you for your continued contributions as critical stakeholders in our collective journey. The Royal University of Bhutan has recently developed its new vision and mission statements. I will not reveal it just yet. Please stay tuned during the program. But I can assure you it will speak to the heart of our purpose and inspire our actions for years to come. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we are truly blessed to be Bhutanese. We live in a country where the monarch does not merely reign. He leads, he sacrifices, he inspires, and he dreams for all of us. We must never take that for granted. Let us honor this rare privilege, not just with words, but with hard work, integrity, and unity of purpose. Let us strengthen this university not just as an institution, but as a movement of thought, of excellence, and of service. On this Foundation Day, let us rededicate ourselves to the cause we are serving, that is the prosperity and well-being of our people through high-quality education. May we all strive to be worthy of His Majesty's hopes, and may the Royal University of Bhutan always be a beacon of wisdom, service, and transformation. Thank you, and Tashtelila.
Thank you, Dashu, for profoundly inciting and inspiring welcome address. Your words have greatly enriched the occasion and set up a distinguished tone for the event. May I now invite our Honorable Chief Guest, Lemposonam Topke, Your Eminence Tetsula Lobe, Honorable Minister for Education and Skills Development, Dashu Vice Chancellor and Madam Register to kindly join us on the stage for cake cutting ceremony. Thank you, La. May this moment remind us of the sweet and colorful achievement of the past and exciting possibility that lie ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, as mentioned by Dashu Vice Chancellor, to make our University Foundation Day more meaningful and memorable, we are launching the RUB Foundation Day lecture series this year. And for the inaugural lecture, we are deeply honored to have Lemposonam Topke, the former Chief Justice of Bhutan, to talk on the role of higher education in rapidly evolving Bhutan. Lemposonam Topke, the former Chief Justice of Bhutan, has served the nation with distinction over 4 decades, leaving a lasting mark on its legal and democratic evolution. A renowned jurist, statesman, and constitutional expert, Lempo began his public service in 1971 as Master of the Royal Household to His Majesty, the Third King. He later served as Chamberlain to His Majesty, the Fourth King, a period during which he was conferred the Red Scarf, a national honor akin to knighthood. His career progressed through a series of high-profile roles, including the Auditor General of Bhutan, Secretary of Royal Civil Service Commission, and Chief Justice of the High Court before becoming the first Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of Bhutan from 2010 to 2014. Lempo chaired the Constitution Drafting Committee from 2001 to 2008 and is widely regarded as the principal architect of Bhutan's modern constitution. In 1998, he was conferred the Orange Scarf with the rank of Minister. Lempo has received numerous national and international accolades in recognition of his service to the nation. This includes the prestigious Order of the Duke Wangil, the Medal of Honor from the French Court of Cassation, an honorary doctorate in law from Nalsar University, India, and honorary apprenticeship from the Inner Temple, London. An accomplished scholar and author, he has written The Constitution of Bhutan, Principles and Philosophies, and the Buddhist Jurisprudence and Pre-Constitutional Principles. His lifelong commitment to justice, rule of law, and public service continues to inspire future generations dedicated to good governance and nation building. It is now my distinct honor to invite Your Excellency Lemposonam Topke to deliver the inaugural Foundation Day lecture. Please join me in warmly welcoming the Lemposonam Topke to the stage.
Jabjina, Levi Rimbuchi, Lembu Rimbuchi, Dashu, the Kenshin Sugara, Nashumilu, Nikatule, Trashidele, use should be argument this man. Is this on? Is this on? Look at Shugube, Jabjina, Levi Rimbuchi, Lembu Rimbuchi, and Dashu, the Kenshin Sugara, Nashu, Cheshasha Bikindu Shejeuda, Aginga Gitaya Dom, Sunam Jinsigidunga. There are Berura, Rangisaka Masura, de Nale, Zebaji Shena, Shunibini. Your Excellent, your Venerable, your Eminence, Liberimbuche, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for inviting me to join you on this historic occasion as we commemorate the founding of the Royal University of Bhutan. Today, we reflect on our past with satisfaction and venture into future with renewed confidence and in a rapidly evolving Bhutan. On this auspicious occasion, we humbly pay tribute to their majesties, the kings of Bhutan, for their visionary leadership and tireless efforts in building and nurturing our education system. Their vision, foresight, and dedication laid the foundation of the education of Bhutan. In 1922, Khonsa Ugiwanchu wrote to the Viceroy of India, quote, "The first great barrier to be removed is the ignorance of my people. Until 7 years ago, there was no, outside of the monasteries, no knowledge of reading or writing among the people. For initiating a system of general education among the people at large, it is desirable that a few of our lads should get thorough training in science and methods of training." STEM ideas were already sown by our first king. And for the 6 lads might be able to depute it, who could afterwards take charge of the training school for primary teachers in Bhutan and conduct schools at the various centers in the country, unquote. Thus began the noble vision of the first king, an education transformation that marked Bhutan's transition from a monastic route to the vibrant modern system as we see today. Building on this legacy, the second king, second Drukgyalpo, further expanded access to education and learning by establishing many schools across the kingdom. The evolving education system in Bhutan was notably influenced by the British Indian Charter Act of 1813. In this system, Hindu was used as medium of instruction for lower classes, while the English was adopted as the higher studies. Sir Basil Gould, who was the British political officer in Sikkim, reported on 3rd April 1943, quote, "The Maharaja told me that he regretted that his own education had been only in Tibetan and Hindi, and he said that his son Jigme is taught English. From a letter Jigme sent to me, I judged that he is making a very good progress," unquote. This above system continued in Bhutan till 1963. I and many others who are here today are also the product, we also underwent through this system. His Majesty, the third Drukgyalpo, Jigme Dorji Wangchu, played a pivotal role in the modernization and expansion of education in Bhutan. Delivering the inaugural address at Sherapte School, His Majesty emphasized that, quote, "You must have observed that our country, a large number of officers working in the various offices, departments are foreigners. As more and more of you become educated and trained, you'll be able to shoulder responsibilities in the years to come. In the course of time, therefore, we'll be able to dispense with the services of the outsiders in our development projects. In the past, many of us boys and girls were sent to India and other countries. For higher studies. It is regrettable that these boys were forgotten our traditional way of life, customs, and unable to adjust themselves to our way of life on return to our country. We have therefore decided to educate and train as many of our boys and girls as possible within the country, and as a first step, started a teachers training institute in Samsi, unquote. In a historic document dated 15th November 1969, His Majesty, the Third King, circulated a note to the Songdi or the assembly members outlining the government's development vision. Quote, "It is also my intention of the government to set a university at Punakha for approximately 4,000 students," unquote. His Majesty Jimmy Sengye Wangchuk, the fourth Duke Gelpo, expanded and improved Bhutan's education system during his reign. On 2nd June 2003, the Royal University of Bhutan was established by decree. The university, according to his royal charter, aims to develop and provide programs of study at the tertiary education level of relevance and quality to fulfill the needs of the country for an educated and skilled population, to promote and conduct research, and to contribute to creation of knowledge in the international context and promote the transfer of knowledge relevant to Bhutan, unquote. Since its inception, RUB has played a pivotal role in nation building, producing leaders, civil servants, entrepreneurs, educators, and many other professionals. Therefore, recognition of the Vice Chancellors is a very laudable and exemplary initiative, for recognition is a powerful message for future. Thus, the second King, Gongsa Jimmy Wangchu, quoted the epic Ling Gesser in his law that, quote, "If good is not recognized, what is the value of good deeds," unquote. I'm happy to witness the continuity of our relationship and the exchange of MOU between RUB and the University at Melbourne. Bhutan relationship with Australia began when it became the full member of Colombo Plan in 1962 under Australian Prime Minister's chairmanship. He was very, very good to us. Today, under the dynamic leadership of His Majesty Jigme Gesel Namge Wangchu, the focus in creating a knowledge-based society rooted in Bhutanese values and yet globally competent. In His Majesty's own words, quote, "We are not competing with each other. We must compete with the rest of the world. It is no longer enough to say that I'm best in Bhutan. We have to be the best wherever we go in the world. So we must build an education system that nurtures people from the right skill, knowledge, and training to fulfill this vision. The sooner we realize, better it is," unquote. Truly, Bhutan must intellectually outgrow our territorial size. The implementation of this grand vision falls upon the nation's institution, and no other person is better suited to lead this great mission than our Honorable Vice Chairman. May you be blessed, sir, with the wisdom and the dedication to translate His Majesty's vision into a transformative action. Knowing that education is the most powerful tool for social engineering, we must constitutional mandate to provide education that enhances knowledge, values, and skills of all citizens, encourage free participation in the cultural life of the community, promote arts and science, and foster technological innovation enshrined in the sections 15 and 23 of the Article 9 of the Constitution. On this Foundation Day, let us pledge RUB as a hub of innovation, research, dialogue, and learning as a beacon of hope and a bastion of resolve. Let it serve as a crucible of knowledge, a distiller of wisdom, and a catalyst for a national transformation, inspiring and empowering young people to realize their latent talent and fulfill the grand vision of His Majesty, the Duke Gelpu. We shall neither fail or falter to obey His Majesty's dictum. Tashdale, and thank you.
Thank you so much, Lempo. We are honored to have been reminded of the values and principles that underneath true leadership. Your address was not only thought-provoking, but also a guiding light for the future of our institution. We thank you, Your Excellency, for your visionary thoughts and the depth of perspective you bring to today's occasion. Your presence here today adds immense value and meaning to our celebration. On behalf of the university, we are honored to present a small gesture of appreciation to Your Excellency Lempo from Dashu Vice Chancellor. So may I now invite Dashu Vice Chancellor to the stage as well as Lempo to the stage. Kindly accept the apology for delay, La. We will now take a short break for the refreshment. Please kindly proceed to the front entrance of this hall and the tent pitch right below the main office building, where refreshment are being served. And we will be resumed by 11:10 to continue with the rest of this program. Thank you, and please enjoy your break. Welcome back. Let us now move on with the next segment of today's event. And to start off this segment, we are pleased to present the university song by the student of Culture of Language and Culture Studies. College of Language and Culture Studies, sorry.
जब लूनी के जो तुझे ले फिल्मी वारिंज उठी हो फिल्मी वारिंज उठी हो फिल्मी वारिंज उठी हो lo de de lo na ba ta wi ke choda lo na ba ta wi ke choda lo na ba ta wi ke choda je pazimbi Dijin duti bedezei Dijin duti bedezei Chizula mrawe wa jogi जोगे काकी जाते रोमे जोगे काकी जाते रोमे जोगे काकी जाते भूते बेचपसी ना थाकी El tu bite bage barsho El tu bite bage barsho El tu bite bage barsho
Thank you. Thank you, dear student, for the beautiful song. In the next program, we have the exchange of MOU between the Royal University of Bhutan and the University of Melbourne, marking a partnership dedicated to advancing academic collaboration, fostering research engagement, and promoting global learning. This movement marks a significant milestone in RUB's journey towards internationalization. It is my privilege to now invite Dr. Annie Going, Student Wellbeing and Specialization Leader, and the representative of University of Melbourne, and the Vice Chancellor of the Royal University of Bhutan to the stage for the exchange of MOU between our two universities. Thank you, La. May I request Dr. Annie Going to say a few words?
Hello everyone. Honourable Chief Guest, honoured guests, Vice Chancellor, faculty members and students, and all friends of the Royal University of Bhutan. It is such a pleasure to be with you all today at this auspicious Foundation Day celebration and to be representing the University of Melbourne at the formal announcement and exchange of the Memorandum of Understanding between the education colleges of Paro and Sampsi and the Faculty of Education at the University of Melbourne. This journey started last year in conversations with Dasho Nidit Dorji, and I acknowledge you, and have continued with Dasho Chuang Rinzin. And I also wish to acknowledge their commitment to progressing this MOU and the commitment of Professor Jim Waterston, the former Dean at the Faculty of Education at the University of Melbourne, and the current Dean, Professor Marak Tezar. Negotiations and conversations have been ongoing around the MOU to develop and clarify its goals and aspirations. These discussions have brought me to Bhutan on 3 occasions during the last 10 months, and I have met faculty members at both Paro and Sampsi colleges and have been so impressed by the range and quality of courses, commitment of staff, engagement of students, and the prioritising of student support and care. Overall, the colleges present a clear vision of their contribution to both Bhutanese and global education, and it is with great anticipation and optimism that the Faculty of Education at the University of Melbourne enters into this MOU with the Royal University of Bhutan. We see many opportunities for scholarly collaboration in research, academic and student mobility, and an overall enriching of each institution's teaching and research practices. I have been a teacher, first in schools and then in universities, for over 35 years, and it is my unwavering belief that teachers touch the future through their work. As students move into the workforce as teachers, they shape the capabilities and aspirations of their students, and so the cycle continues. Education promotes choice, opportunity, critical thinking, and contributes to building a more just, inclusive, and compassionate society. In 2025, the world is increasingly divided, and this MOU will enable our faculties to collectively interrogate some of the problems and interests of education faculties globally. Buddhist values and more broadly non-colonial, holistic concepts of pedagogy and mind are increasingly informing Western educational theory and discourse, as together we all face the serious challenges of environmental calamity, social inequity, materialism, and many of the unforeseen consequences of technological developments. Together, our education faculty members can share our challenges and strengths in building a collaborative and reciprocally beneficial relationship in the months and years ahead. Thanks again to Dasha Chuang Rinzin for this invitation to join you all in this celebration. And on behalf of the University of Melbourne, I would like to present you with this painting by one of Australia's Aboriginal artists, Shirley Purdue. Thank you again, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Edigoing. Next, we are proud to unveil a new chapter in the history of RUB. It is with great pride and pleasure that we now launch the university's new vision, mission, and core values that will guide us towards relevance, resilience, and reforms in the years to come. May I now request the Honorable Minister for Education and Skills Development, Lempo Izang Dithapa, to kindly unveil RUB's new mission, vision, and core values.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Royal University of Bhutan aspires to be a global beacon of enlightened education, research, and innovation for a prosperous and sustainable future. This vision articulates the Royal University of Bhutan's aspiration to stand as a distinguished global institution of higher learning, known for its commitment to holistic, values-driven, and future-oriented education and scholarship. Each element of the vision carries profound meaning. The phrase, "a global beacon," signifies the university's aspiration to serve as a leading light in the international academic landscape. Widely respected among the world's leading institutions of learning, RUB aspires to position itself not merely as an academic institution, but as a moral and intellectual lighthouse for Bhutan and the wider world, an exemplar of ethically grounded, socially responsible, and spiritually informed education. For an enlightened education, the university's approach to education is rooted in wisdom, ethical discernment, compassion, critical inquiry, and the development of both inner and societal well-being. Guided by Bhutan's deep cultural and spiritual traditions, particularly gross national happiness and Buddhist values, enlightened education at the Royal University of Bhutan nurtures not only knowledge and skills, but also character, self-awareness, and a purposeful direction. It cultivates graduates who lead lives of mindfulness, integrity, and moral clarity. To foster research and innovation, the university is committed to a responsive and transformative research culture. Beyond the advancement of knowledge and fostering of creativity, RUB prioritizes innovation that contributes to human and planetary well-being. It embraces ethical, emotional, ecological, and spiritual dimensions of intelligence, complementing technological progress with human-centered solutions that heal, connect, and inspire. The phrase, "for a prosperous and sustainable future," articulates the university's ultimate purpose to contribute meaningfully to a future that ensures economic well-being while upholding environmental stewardship, cultural identity, and social cohesion. It envisions compassionate and future-ready citizens, grounded in Bhutanese values and equipped to address global challenges. Through interdisciplinary, values-driven study programs, RUB promotes leadership of the self, an essential foundation for responsible leadership across sectors. In conclusion, the vision of the Royal University of Bhutan embodies a transformative commitment to global excellence, grounded in Bhutanese values and directed towards building a just, compassionate, and sustainable world. It positions RUB as a confluence of tradition and innovation, inner wisdom and global engagement, serving as a beacon of enlightened education for national progress and prosperity and global harmony. And to achieve this vision of the university, we ignite curiosity, drive excellence, and nurture a growth mindset to foster lifelong learning, empower minds, and advance knowledge guided by GNH principles. We provide transformative educational programs to shape future-ready citizens with the skills and mindset to thrive. We champion a research-driven culture that integrates modern technology and innovation to generate new knowledge and produce real-world solutions. We collaborate with top-tier individuals and institutions to cultivate a vibrant academic ecosystem to drive meaningful change. Our vision and mission will be grounded in the values of agility, service, professionalism, integrity, respect, and excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, the Royal University of Bhutan, we aspire to be a global beacon of enlightened education, research, and innovation for a prosperous and sustainable future.
Thank you, Lempo. Thank you, everyone. Let this renewed vision, mission, and core values of the university guide our journey towards the greater academic purpose and societal contribution. Now we are delighted to launch the RUP Prospectus 2025-2026, a vibrant and comprehensive guide to our academic programs, campus life, and students' opportunities. May I now invite the Honorable Minister for Education and Skills Development and the Vice Chancellor to launch the RUP Prospectus. Thank you, La. Copies of the prospectus are available at the entrance of the hall, and you may pick up a copy later when you leave the hall, La. Next, we'll proceed with an expression of appreciation and recognition for the former Vice Chancellor for their invaluable contribution to the university. As we celebrate our Foundation Day, it is an opportune moment to express our gratitude and honor the visionary leaders who have served as Vice Chancellors of the university at different times. Their dedication, leadership, and invaluable contribution have laid a strong foundation upon which the university continues to thrive. Since its inception, RUB has been guided by 4 Vice Chancellors. Lempu Sangye Nyedok served as the Vice Chancellors of the university from 2nd June 2003 to 30th October 2003. Dashu Zangle Tukpa served as Vice Chancellor of the university from 31st October 2003 to 31st July 2007. Dashu Pematale served as Vice Chancellor of the university from 14th July 2007 to 30th August 2014. Dashu Nirup Doji served as the Vice Chancellor of the university from 1st September 2014 to 31st December 2024. Due to prior commitments, His Excellency Lempu Sangye Nyedok and Dashu Pematale could not join us today. However, we are honored to have Dashu Zangle Tukpa and Dashu Nirup Doji with us today. Dashu Zangle Tukpa is a pioneering educator, statesman, and public servant whose visionary leadership helped lay the very foundation of the University of Bhutan. Dashu Zangle began his journey in education in 1970 as a teacher and quickly rose through the ranks, serving as head teacher, deputy director of education, and notably as the first national principal of Sharapsi College. His early contributions significantly shaped Bhutan's academic landscape. In 2003, Dashu Zangle was appointed the Vice Chancellor of the newly established Royal University of Bhutan. Under his visionary leadership, the Royal University of Bhutan adopted a multiple campus model, uniting diverse institutions across the country while preserving their individual identities and area of expertise. During his tenure as a Vice Chancellor, the wheel of academic law, which laid the academic foundation for the university, was developed. The University Council and the Academic Board, key organs that enable the participatory decision-making and academic integrity, were also established then. Dashu Zangle oversaw the transition of Sharapsi College from Delhi University affiliation to its integration into National University System and established the Office of the Vice Chancellor in Thimphu, symbolizing the university's aspiration of balanced Buddhist values with global standards. His leadership and efforts laid the groundwork for a modern, resilient, and inclusive university system that continues to serve thousands of young Buddhists across the nation. Beyond academia, Dashu Zangle made significant contribution to public service. In 2008, he became Bhutan's first democratically elected Minister of Health and later served as a Member of Parliament. Despite these roles, his enduring legacy in higher education remains one of his most impactful contributions to the nation. We are honored to acknowledge and celebrate Dashu Zangle Tukpa, a true architect of Bhutan's higher education system and a source of enduring inspiration for future generations. Dashu Niruptochi is a prominent leader in Bhutan's education and public service with a distinguished career spanning over 3 decades. He began his professional journey in 1991 as a lecturer of mathematics at Sharapsi College after completing his studies at the University of Bath and Oxford. Rising through academic ranks, he went on to serve as head of department, assistant principal, and later directors of College of Science and Technology. Dashu Nirup's leadership extended beyond academia. From 2011 to 2014, he served as CEO of Bhutan Telecom Limited. And in 2018, he was appointed a member of the interim government overseeing the Ministry of Information and Communications. In 2014, he became the Vice Chancellor of the University of Bhutan, a position he held with distinction for more than 2 terms until December 2024. During his tenure, he introduced vital reforms including the launch of IT and computer science programs, the training of Bhutan's first IT teachers, and major academic and administrative transformation aimed at making education more relevant, inclusive, and globally aligned. He also contributed to national development through his involvement in key bodies such as Dzongkha Development Commission, the Tuk Gyalpos Institute, and the Royal Institute for Governance and Strategic Studies. Dashu Nirub Dorji's visionary leadership and enduring dedication have made a lasting impact on Bhutan's higher education landscape. With this, we would like now to invite the Honorable Chief Guest to the stage to formally recognize the former Vice Chancellor. And also, may I now invite Dashu Zangle Dupa to the stage to receive a gesture of appreciation from the University from our Honorable Chief Guest. Thank you, Dashu Zangle Dupa. May I now invite Dashu Nirub Dorji to please come on stage to receive the gesture of appreciation from the Chief Guest. Thank you, Your Excellency Lempo and Dashu Nirub Dorji. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to all the former Vice Chancellors for their exemplary service and lasting legacy. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as we commemorate the 22nd Foundation Day of the Royal University of Bhutan, we are also witnessing the beginning of the meaningful new initiative. The Vice Chancellor's Special Communication Series will serve as a regular and thoughtful correspondence from the Vice Chancellor to the President of all RUP colleges. These letters are intended to inspire bold leadership, reaffirm a national vision, and guide our collective efforts in transforming the higher education. To mark the launch of this series, the Vice Chancellor will now present the first letter to each college president individually, symbolizing a renewed commitment to the aspiration of His Majesty the King and to the future of our nation. May I now invite the Vice Chancellor to the stage to formally present the special communication series to presidents of all the colleges. As I call out your names, I invite each president to please come forward to receive the Vice Chancellor special communication series. May I first invite Lopin Lungtin Chacho, the President of College of Language and Culture Studies. Thank you. Next, I would like to invite Dr. Sonam Ongchuk, the President of College of Natural Resources. Thank you. May I now invite Dr. Cheki Doji, the President of College of Science and Technology. And I also would like to invite Mr. Dalston Pang, the President of Kedu College of Business Studies. May I now invite Dr. Seong Thanduk, the President of Jimin Namgil Engineering College. Thank you. I would like to invite Dr. Doji Tile, the President of Paro College of Education. May I now invite Dr. Sona Rinche, the President of Samji College of Education. I would also like to invite Mr. Sring Wangdi, the President of Sharapsi College. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Kunsang Trukpa, the President of Novo Richter College, Noveling Richter College. Thank you. Lastly, may I invite Dr. Shivraj Bhattarai, the President of Royal Thimphu College. Thank you, La. May this initiative strengthen institutional reflection and inspire a culture of continuous learning and innovation. To formally extend our sincere gratitude to our Honorable Chief Guest, Lenpo, esteemed dignitaries, distinguished guests, and all attendees present today, may I now invite Madam Karma Sring, Registrar of the Royal University of Bhutan, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Honorable Limbu Sonam Topke, Your Eminence the Tsulalibe, Honorable Minister for Education and Skills Development, Tashus, former Vice Chancellors, distinguished guests, and members of the Royal University of Bhutan, Kuzazang Pola, and a very good morning. As we conclude the morning session of the 22nd Foundation Day of the Royal University of Bhutan, it is my honor and privilege to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the university. Today is more than a commemoration of our university's founding. It is a time for reflection, recognition, and renewal. It brings our academic community together to honor our journey, celebrate our achievements, and to reaffirm our commitment to nurturing thoughtful, capable, and responsible citizens in service to the Zawasum. This year's Foundation Day marks several key milestones: the launch of our new vision, mission, and core values, the release of the RUB Prospectus, formalizing of a Memorandum of Understanding with the University of Melbourne, and the introduction of the Vice Chancellor's Special Communication Series, each reflecting our continued pursuit of excellence, collaboration, and institutional growth. Today's event has been made possible by the dedication and support of many individuals and institutions. We offer our deepest gratitude to His Majesty the King, the Chancellor of the University, whose visionary leadership and enduring commitment to education continue to guide and inspire us. It was a privilege to begin today's program with the offering of Shabtin in heartfelt reverence and gratitude to His Majesty. We are honored to inaugurate the RUB Foundation Day Lecture Series with Limbu Sonam Topke as our first speaker. Limbu, thank you for your insightful address, which highlighted the vital role of education in Bhutan's rapidly evolving landscape. Your wisdom will continue to guide us as we uphold this new tradition. On this special occasion, we take a moment to honor our former Vice Chancellors for their exemplary leadership and lasting contributions. Their vision and dedication have been instrumental in shaping the university and continue to guide our journey forward. We extend our sincere appreciation to the University of Melbourne for formalizing our partnership through today's MOU. This marks the beginning of a meaningful collaboration rooted in shared academic values and a mutual commitment to excellence. We look forward to a productive and lasting relationship that will benefit both our institutions, our faculty, and most importantly, our students. Thank you, Tashu Vice Chancellor, for the welcome address and for inspiring us with the university's renewed vision, mission, and core values that will guide our future. We are truly grateful to our presidents, faculty, and staff, as well as students, the heart of this institution, for your continued dedication to shaping future generations. To our students, you are the heartbeat of the university and our inspiration to continually strive for excellence. Thank you, colleagues from the Office of the Vice Chancellor, for your tireless behind-the-scenes efforts, and to the technical team for your vital support. Our special appreciation goes to the Royal Institute for Governance and Strategic Studies for its unwavering support to the university. In advance, we'd like to thank our students and the cultural program coordinators. Your upcoming performances will surely add color and joy to today's celebration. Finally, our heartfelt thanks to all the distinguished dignitaries, guests, and members of our academic community for your presence and continued support. Your presence affirms our shared vision and collective commitment for the future of higher education in Bhutan. As we mark this important occasion, let us carry forward the spirit of unity, reflection, and renewal. Grounded in our core values and guided by a bold vision, we remain committed to shaping a university that is a global beacon of enlightened education, research, and innovation for a prosperous and sustainable future. Thank you, La.
Thank you, Madam, for your gracious and thoughtful words of appreciation. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as we're bringing this memorable celebration to a close, let us carry forward the spirit of excellence, unity, and innovation that defines the Royal University of Bhutan. And I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for your presence, participation, and contribution in making this event a resounding success. Before we part ways, we have a few more moments to cherish together. We now invite all dignitaries, special guests, and university officials to proceed to the front of main office building for a group session, capturing the sense and memory of this significant milestone. Following the photo session, a culture performance specially prepared for this occasion will be presented by the students of Sharapsi College and the College of Language and Culture Studies. Lunch will be served thereafter. Now, I would like to express my sincere gratitude for honor of serving as your Master of Ceremonies today. It has been a privilege to guide you through this special program. Once again, thank you for your kind attention, warm presence, and gracious participation throughout the event. It has truly been a memorable experience. We wish you a pleasant afternoon. Please enjoy the culture performance. Thank you and Tashidalela.
be